Some people just need to be taught better manners. I'm happy to help. This happened last week and I only now have time to type it out. One of my friend, Leah, celebrated her 30th birthday. Due to personal reason, she went all out for it. Venue was amazing, food was great, decor was tasteful, good music, and guests were asked to wear something fancy. The day of, everything was going well until someone dropped to one knee. You already know where this is going. Someone actually proposed at someone else's birthday. I was giving the couple the side eye, but I thought maybe this was planned. Maybe Leah knows, because who would be bold enough to do this without the host's permission? So I went to find Leah. She was sitting at a table surrounded by a few friends looking a mixture of angry and sad. I asked if she knew this was going to happen. She gave a small head shake and said, "Well, there's nothing for me to do now, right?" I decided then, she doesn't have to do anything. I'll do it for her. I walked up to the happy couple, who at this point was surrounded by a few people who was congratulating them. The audacity. To give credit to some people, a lot of the guests was looking awkward, bewildered, and had a face of not interested to be involved in the drama. So not everyone lost their common sense, it seems. Back to the story, I walked up to her, asked to see the ring. She was all smiley, holding out her hand, and I made a show of looking at it closely, then loudly said, "Well, at least the ring is decent." Immediately, smile gone. She looked shocked and asked what's that supposed to mean. Again, loudly I told her, "Girl, you got proposed at someone's celebration which he didn't plan or pay for. You're not even worth that much. I'm just glad he didn't cheapen out on the ring." Then I turned around, walked to a nearby friend, and still in a voice that I want everyone to hear said how tacky and embarrassing they are. Like a switch, everyone then started whispering at them. Some that I heard includes, "Who does that at someone's birthday? Man can't even plan an event and had to mooch of someone else. If I was her, I wouldn't have said yes." They left quiet fast after that, and while the party did end kind of awkward, Leah did look better at the end, so I don't feel guilty. As I'm not familiar with the couple, I only heard second and third hand story about what has been happening, so not sure about the validity. Apparently she has been complaining how her proposal's ruined and she can't even have a second one because she's traumatized by the first one. Thankfully no one is giving her time, instead she's getting even more ridiculed. The next rumor I heard, the couple have been fighting. The proposal was supposedly her idea and he just went along with it. Now, he's getting called pathetic and cheap. I have no sympathy for someone that's stupid. So moral here, people, have some class and learn better manners. Update. Since I love to read an update to a post, I decided to post this update just to give somewhat of a closure for the story. Not sure if people would even read this since I'm posting on my profile, but in the chance someone comes across the original and decides to check something I usually do, here it is. TLDR of original post, a couple decided to propose at my friend's birthday party. I had some choice of words for them. Couple decided to leave the party and last I heard they were fighting a lot. Today, I met a friend who turns out to be quite close to the boyfriend. From his story, seems like the relationship is over. The guy ended it, but not just because of the proposal disaster. Even after all the fighting and backlash from other people, they were apparently going forward with the wedding. That is when the problem started. The first few thing they decided on was the venue and date. In our culture, the solemnization is usually on the bride's side, so GF decided to host it at her grandparents'. The only problem, she chose the exact same date as her cousin. See a pattern here. Now to be fair, it's not exactly unusual to have multiple bride and groom at a time, though usually it would be siblings. In this case, however, the cousin have denied the request. GF didn't back down though. She even suggested they take the morning-evening hour of the day and cousin take over evening night, since technically he's already married and this was just a celebration on the groom's side. Why she insists on this specific date, no one knows, not even the future groom. It was just a random date with no significance to either of them. As you can imagine, this didn't go well and more fighting occurred. It wasn't just between them. This time, families were involved, and at the end of it he ended the relationship. According to friend, the breakup was another drama altogether. Lots of name-calling, shading on social media, trying to bring other people to take side, etc. Latest update, the BF is currently dipping back into the dating scene, but nothing serious yet. The GF is soon to be engaged. Yup, you read that right. Friend told me the most recent interaction between those two was her sending him a message of how she found her perfect man and would be engaged in August. The wedding is supposedly being held early 2024. Why she still messages her ex and why he never block her, I have no idea, but I guess to each their own. In my last post, I got comments telling me I caused problems in their relationship, but TBH with you, after hearing all this I think this was a relationship doomed from the start. I don't think my act of petty revenge contributed to anything. Honestly, I still don't feel remorse for what I did back then. Grinning face with big eyes.